Hello everybody, this is Jesse from NAPCO Tech Support. And in this video, we're going to go over how to set up your StarLink MAX2 dual SIM radio for dual SIM supervision, eliminating the need to connect to your customer's IP network, have them open ports, and the backup requirements for the IP equipment that's connected to the fire radio. We still have our normal 60-minute sole path supervision, our dual path cell and IP with 6-hour supervision, amongst the other plans that the radios have always offered. For the MAX2, we now have the dual SIM supervision plan. We have two of them. The first one is the 2013, 16, and 19 plan with a 6-hour cellular supervision. We also have the 2010 with 24-hour supervision. Both plans are UL 864 10th compliant, meet with NFPA. This one also does cover up to the 2022 code. So once you register the radio on one of these plans on ComNet and you move over to the NOC, do the programming, the standard programming on the radio is going to be the same as our other models. We program our IP address for true end-to-end supervision, phone numbers as needed and required. Also setting the polling fail or the bounce time. On this plan, this is the 2013, 16, and 19 plan. We're going to do a 6-hour radio failure supervision. We have our inputs and outputs tab. We have the advanced tab. In the dual path situation, make sure that we change the 10-9s to a phone number or 10-8s to follow the dealer entered, so the path failures get sent to central station. In order for the MAX2 to do dual SIM supervision, it needs to be running firmware 226.151.30/0.6 or higher. If the radio is running a older version firmware, it can be updated by doing the one-button firmware update on the NOC. We do have other videos explaining how to do that. To set up dual SIM supervision, we go to the check-ins tab, and then we're going to click on dual SIM signal. Now, the radio is not going to be enabled for dual SIM, even on the plan. It needs to be programmed. So we're going to come in here. We're going to check off this box for dual SIM supervision. It will change the periodic scan to 6 hours, and we're going to hit Save Settings. Now that has been successfully sent into the radio, and with that checked off, every 3 hours, the radio is going to scan both SIMs and switch SIMs to be the active carrier. If at any time the radio is not able to connect to a carrier, either doing the SIM scan or if the active carrier goes down, it will switch over to the other SIM, transmit a supervision signal to the central station, and also locally enunciate the fire alarm panel. As required, you have to hook output 1 to a zone or point on the panel, or remove JP2 for Telco 2 self-supervision of the radio. If the radio did ever have an issue on one of the paths, when it sends in the supervision signal, it's going to send in a 788, very similar to the cell and IP, but these are going to be either a 788 zone 102 if the SIM in slot 2 fails or the carrier in slot 2 fails, or 788 zone 101 if the carrier in slot 1 fails. And once the carrier has returned, when it scans, it will connect and send a restore signal and clear the troubles. Just to review, we went over how to set up your StarLink MAX2 dual SIM radio for dual SIM supervision. Using this method will eliminate the need to have to connect to your customer's IP network, have them open ports and other backup power requirements for the internet equipment that's connected to the StarLink Fire Radio. As always, for more information, you can visit on the web at tech.napcosecurity.com. Thank you all for watching.